Welcome back to another Bali vlog. My name is Allison and today I am showing you the beaches in Canggu. What's tripping? You guys do surfing? I think a lot of people, when they plan a trip to Bali, they're obviously planning to spend some time at the beach. Maybe you saw some photos on Instagram at people at like a fancy beach club or learning how to surf, and you're thinking, I want to have that classic Canggu beach moment. So this is kind of just going to be a vlog of me exploring the beaches here, but also just providing a guide of sorts so that you know what to expect when you arrive. What you should know first is that there are 3 major beaches in Canggu. There's Berawa, Batu Bolong, and an Eco Beach. So I'm gonna go to each of those today so you know kind of what the overall vibe is of each, what to expect, and what some of the main sights to see are. To start, I am at Batu Bolong and I'm going to grab lunch at a restaurant here called Warung. This is one of my favorite places to go to sunbathe actually. I don't suntan that often, but I need to, otherwise I end up with a farmer's tan from driving the scooter all the time. So yeah, although it's very cloudy today, so I don't think there'll be any sun tanning going on. But I still thought I would show you this because this is my favorite restaurant here and has very comfy beanbag seating. I literally always forget my key in the bike. It's a horrible habit. Like, look at that, I just left this here and walked away. I do that probably every 2 days or so. It's a miracle that nothing's ever happened. I think people don't expect you to leave your key, but I do it all the time. Okay, let's walk in the main entrance so you know what this place is like. It's like a little meeting's happening right now. Oh, and here is the parking situation. So you kind of just pick a spot and then a guy will come up and you'll pay 2,000. So the best seats are these beanbags here, and on a sunny day they're almost always taken. The beanbags are like so flat actually for some reason. Like, it feels like you're just sitting directly on the sand, but then you have a little bit of a backrest. But oh well. Okay, so Beach Warung. I've only had the tacos here, but they were so good. Battered fish, citrus slaw, chipotle mayo, coriander, and lime. I'll probably get that, or the chicken tacos. Just wanted to show you what the parking ticket looks like. So here it is. It says 2,000 Indonesian rupiah, which is about 13 cents. I moved beanbags just so that I'm a little bit further away from the music, and I have just beach in front of me now. The tacos have arrived. Put the little lime on top. Probably mixed with some sunscreen for my hands too. Food. This is lunch for me. But I had a huge breakfast. I've been actually making breakfast. Oh, street dog. Oh my gosh, wait. Hey buddy. Hello. Always gonna hang out next to me too. There's so many dogs in Bali, and most of the time they're so sweet and they just kind of come up to you with like, pet me eyes, or can I have some food eyes? But I have noticed they are not so nice always. If you're walking, some of them get kind of like territorial, and then you're like, oh, I feel better on a scooter actually. But for the most part, they're really sweet. Okay, I don't like jalapenos that much, so we're gonna take those off. Let's go in for the first bite. Oh, it's dripping. So good. And the fish is like really hot and fresh. And there's this chipotle mayo type sauce on it. Oh my god. I need to wash my hands after that desperately. Another thing you should know about Batu Bolong is that it is probably the most popular place for beginners to learn how to surf, at least here in Canggu. I'm going to kind of throughout this vlog stop at different surf shops and just find out what the price is. At times, where I just had lunch, It looks like they actually do surf rentals, and they have instructors you can rent as well. So let's ask them. We have longboards and then some shorter boards. Prices, $350K session, max 2 hours, including an instructor, a t-shirt, sunscreen, and the surfboard. I just want to show you that there is, you know, quite a bit of trash here and there. One of the misconceptions I think people have when they come to Canggu is that it's going to be totally pristine and clean and you won't see trash anywhere, things like that. But there actually is a lot of trash, and you know, when you're taking photos or videos, it's kind of easy to just not capture that part and make it seem like this pristine place, which it is a beautiful island. There's a huge trash problem. I know tourists contribute to that a lot, but I think also there's just kind of the infrastructure around it from what I've heard. But I want to show you some of the trash on the beach so that you know what you're getting into. So here is a little waterway that runs directly into the ocean, and really quickly you can see some trash and things. But I don't really want to walk back here barefoot, put shoes on. But yeah, there are a lot of these kind of little random spots where you can chill, grab a beer or a coconut, and sit out and have this view right in front of you. I've always wanted to bring a laptop someday or a journal and sit here maybe in the early morning and have this view. I need to do that. I'm putting that on my to-do list. I see a few more surf rental shops. Hello. Let's ask this one. Hi, you guys do surfing?
Yeah, of course.
What's the price like?
The price is $350 for 2 hours.
$350?
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours with instructor?
Yeah, with instructor, we have a board, we'll explain everything.
Okay.
Then we go out.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Welcome. Have a nice day.
And look at this view. Wow. Back on the trash thing, because I don't want to make it sound like, oh, it's so dirty that you won't want to walk here. Like, overall, the beach to me is clean. Like, you can walk barefoot, at least I do, and I don't feel like I'm constantly having to watch my step or anything. But I think in general in Bali there's just more trash than a lot of people expect. So just trying to give you like a realistic expectation. And the beaches aren't, you know, these white sand like Tulum beaches. Although I've heard that Uluwatu has some like that, and I'm planning a trip there. I've never been to Uluwatu, but that is on my list. And I want to see just how nice those beaches, how they compare to Canggu. But this video is about Canggu. This is actually the main Batu Bolong entrance, where like the biggest parking lot is. And this spot here is this really great bar called Sandbar. I had my 25th birthday here with some friends, and I had never been to the Sandbar. I don't really go out that much, I feel like. But they're like, no, we're going out, let's go dancing or whatever. So we came here and it was so fun. It's literally a bar on the beach when it turns into like a party time. And they have a DJ, everyone's just dancing on the beach with lights. And you know, you have the ocean in the background. And it was just so beautiful. It was so much more relaxing than, you know, being in a club. But you still have that kind of club atmosphere where everyone's just dancing and having fun and you have good music. So highly recommend. Now you start to see all of the surfboard rentals. This whole thing is lined with surfboards in the back. Selling coconuts and bintangs as well.
You cannot surf?
I don't know. I've only done it a couple times, so I'm not very good.
Where you surf before?
Once here.
Yeah.
Once in the Philippines.
You good standing?
Maybe once.
This one? Okay.
But I never had an instructor.
Ah, you never had.
Yeah.
You need instructor for now?
That's what I think too, because I'm kind of scared. Yeah.
If you come with me, you'll be able to stand up.
I'll be able to stand up on the first day?
Stand up.
Always stand up. Okay. Okay, I'll have to remember it.
Where
Thank
from?
you. I'm from the US.
US.
You
I'm
upload
from
on YouTube?
Huh, yeah, YouTube. Okay.
from?
I'm from the US.
Oh, US.
Yeah.
UNS.
USA. Yeah. Okay, see, they seem nice, I am not trying to surf today though. Oh, there's also a corn stand up here. I'll have to show you the corn stand. This is a very popular Canggu beach activity. Hello. This guy's selling corn on the beach. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Are you good? And you good?
Good.
Baik, motorbike, yeah?
You're making corn?
Yeah, how many?
Not right now, but I think I'll come back tonight for some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How much is it?
20, yeah?
20,000, okay. The thing with the corn is, like, I love roast corn like that, but it's just all up in your teeth and on your face, you know, if you eat it properly. So that will be saved for the evening if I decide to get one, and it'll be right before I go home. Now earlier I mentioned there are kind of three main beaches, right? Batu Bolong, which we started at, Berawa, and an Echo Beach. Batu Bolong is in the middle, and so if you are facing the ocean from that one and you were to walk down the beach to the left, you'll eventually hit Berawa. To the right is Echo Beach. Right now I am walking down the left side, so I will show you Berawa next. I really don't want to walk through here because there's so much trash, but I don't think I have a choice. This guy's going for it. Okay, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Okay, it only went up to my knees, not too bad. I've walked all the way down the beach now, and I've finally made it to Berawa. The place that is kind of most notable here, I would say, is Finn's Beach Club. This is like a really fancy beach club that I think a lot of tourists like to come to. I've actually never been to it because beach clubs here are just so much money. Like, you're gonna spend $50 so easily, probably more than that, to be honest. So I avoid them. But I know a lot of people want to come to a beach club, so I'm gonna try to walk through it and show you what it looks like. It's pretty fancy outside. They actually have security, which is not typical for Bali. There's even a security checkpoint up here, like a metal detector. They want me to wash my feet actually, which makes sense. So it's like this cool little outdoor shower place. Here is a look inside Finn's. This place has 4 pools, 9 bars, 5 restaurants, and usually a DJ or some type of live music. The way it works, from my understanding, is you book a bed or a booth for the day, and then that money goes towards your food and drinks while you're there. And pricing ranges from around 900k IDR for a single day bed to 15 million IDR for an area that can fit up to 20 people. That's the walk-in pricing though. I think it's slightly cheaper if you book online ahead of time. So as you can see, it's pretty much just a beach club. You essentially pay a lot of money and then you get access to a day bed or a group kind of like party bed thing. And if I understand correctly, the money you put down goes towards your drinks and food bill. So it's kind of like credit. The thing about walking all the way down the beach to Berawa is that now my bike is quite far away. So I think I'm going to call a Gojek, which is kind of like Uber. You can call cars. You can call a lot of things actually. You can get food delivered. It's kind of like a do everything app. But I'm gonna call that or Grab, which is like their competitor, and get a ride to my scooter because I just don't feel like walking all the way down the beach again since I have a third beach to show you. Okay, looking for a ride. It's very similar to Uber. One thing you'll notice pretty quickly in Canggu is that no one walks anywhere hardly. Like sure on the beach or maybe just 1 or 2 restaurants down, but there's kind of this joke that like even to go 1 or 2 restaurants down, you get on your scooter and drive because yeah, it's either too hot here or the roads don't feel quite that safe. So you gotta have a bike. Hi, Allison? Yep, that's me. Allison? Yep, that's me. Okay, so you just hop on the back of the bike.
What? You ready?
Yep, I'm ready, thank you. Okay, so you see you have your feet on the pedals back there. Now I am at especially this time of day as the sun's starting to get low in the sky and the colors are all soft. Oh, it's so beautiful. You can kind of sit up here and take in the view. I've been here on some days when it's really hot out and it's right at like peak sunset time, and this whole like stadium seating area is just packed. It's full and everyone is just sitting together enjoying the sunset. From what I've heard from people, this is also a really popular surfing beach, although it's more for experienced surfers. And I would say you can tell just from like looking at the waves for a while, because they are significantly larger in my opinion. I mean, I have very limited surfing knowledge, but when I'm watching surfers here, I'm just thinking like, wow, I would hate to get stuck in some of those waves. Beach is pretty small and it's almost indistinguishable once you're there from a beach called Pererenan Beach. They're basically just attached, and if you start walking down you will eventually hit Pererenan Beach, so we're gonna include that because you will likely see it anyways. Heading to this little beach bar here on the side. So nothing fancy. This isn't like some beach club or anything. It's just literally a hut on the beach. I think it's called the Coconut Shack, maybe. And they have coconuts for 20K. So I'm gonna get a coconut and enjoy what little sunset there is tonight. I don't think it's gonna be super impressive. It's just too overcast. But it's just that perfect relaxing time of evening. Yep, right here. Thank you, makasih. Made it to the beach. I got coconuts. Is there anything that like you don't really like but you still eat because it's good for you? Because for me, that's coconuts. Or no, I like coconuts and coconut flavored things. I like the meat of the coconut, and I like coconut milk, or coconut juice, or coconut water. I don't like. But everyone says it's so good for you. Yada yada yada. Also beets. I don't like beets, but I will eat them if I have to. I got a visitor. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, look at that little tail. Look at these rolls. Look at these rolls. Hello. Hello. You want pets too? Hi. You're an old dog, huh? Old but sweet. I forgot I was going to show you Brisa, which is the main beach club by Echo Beach. Completely forgot about that. But I am outside of it right now, so I will take you on a little walking tour of it. It has these cool nets. It's very well decorated, I would say. Nice lights. Very different vibe than Finn's. You have this kind of like oasis looking pool in the middle. This is the only beach club in Canggu that I've actually gone to and spent money at. And it was because a friend of mine was visiting and she really wanted to go, and I just wanted to hang out with her and chat. But I ended up spending $50, which is kind of hard to do in Canggu, I feel like, with my budget lifestyle, but it was fun. So that pretty much wraps up this vlog. I think the last thing I want to say is that, you know, Canggu might not have the prettiest beaches in Bali by far, but they are great for surfing, supposedly. And my favorite thing is just going to catch the sunset. And I like that a lot of people in Canggu kind of plan their day around the sunset. So you might be working at a cafe or whatever, but it's a nice day and you see the sun going down. it only takes a few minutes to hop on your scooter, head to the beach, and just sit and catch a nice view or grab a beer with some friends. Okay, yeah, no incredible sunset tonight, but I promise the sunsets are beautiful most of the time. Although I would argue this is still amazing in its own way.